Scientists just entered what might be Noah's Ark in Turkey. And what they found is absolutely mind-blowing. For decades, people wondered if Noah's Ark was just a story. But something incredible just happened that has the whole world talking. Before we dive in, please like this video. Let's continue. Hidden in the mountains of eastern Turkey, near Mount Ararat, there's this massive boat-shaped formation in the ground. Local people have known about it for generations, but nobody took it seriously. Until now. A team of scientists used ground-penetrating radar to scan beneath the surface. They expected normal rocks and soil. Instead, their equipment picked up straight lines, organized patterns, and structures that looked way too uniform to be natural. The radar showed what looked like long corridors, multiple levels stacked on top of each other, and separate compartments resembling rooms. Deep underground, in the exact shape of a massive ship, there are organized chambers. Then they tested the soil. The dirt inside had way more organic material than outside, traces of things that were once alive, possibly ancient with it decayed over thousands of years. Even the plants growing on top were different from plants nearby. So how did this all begin? Let me tell you about Ron Wyatt. Ron wasn't a professional archaeologist. He was a nurse from Tennessee. But in the late 1970s, he saw a photograph in Life magazine of this boat-shaped formation and became absolutely convinced it was Noah's Ark. That photograph changed his life. Ron spent years visiting this site, collecting samples, using metal detectors. He found what he claimed were petrified wooden beams, metal pieces that might be ship parts, and those massive carved stones he believed were ancient anchors. But scientists rejected his claims. They said his petrified wood was volcanic rock, his metal traces were natural minerals, and the formation was just a weird geological shape. Despite the criticism, Ron's passion sparked public interest. He worked tirelessly until his death in 1999, and whether you believe him or not, he's the reason scientists are studying this site today. Fast forward to now. A researcher named Andrew Jones picked up where Ron left off, but with a completely different approach. Andrew moved to Turkey and leads a group called Noah's Ark Scans. He brought in professional specialists with advanced ground-penetrating radar from a company in Oregon. These weren't believers, just technical experts doing a job. And when they ran those scans, even they were shocked. Between 8 and 20 feet underground, the radar detected angular shapes and parallel lines. Right angles. Organized spaces. It looked exactly like rooms with support beams. The Bible says Noah's Ark had 3 decks, and the patterns suggest multiple levels too. Andrew's team did detailed soil analysis comparing inside versus outside the formation. The inside soil had more organic matter, higher potassium, and different pH levels. Exactly what you'd expect if wood decayed there over thousands of years. But here's what makes Andrew different from Ron. He's careful. He's not claiming they found the Ark. He's saying they found traces, chemical signatures, and patterns that suggest something man-made might be buried there. He wants to do core drilling next, but he's not rushing. If something fragile is down there, careless digging could destroy it forever. Now, people have been searching for Noah's Ark for over a century. In the early 1900s, climbers reported dark structures buried in ice. Wartime pilots claimed they saw a massive ship outline under the ice on Mount Ararat. During the Cold War, people believed spy satellites captured images of a boat-shaped structure. But every single claim fell apart. Bad weather, primitive equipment, or natural explanations debunked them all. So what makes this discovery different? Everything. Unlike earlier claims built on blurry photos and stories, this investigation uses cutting-edge technology and proper scientific methods. The radar can see inside the ground without digging. Multiple tests show unusual patterns. The team includes actual specialists, not just enthusiasts. Previous expeditions lasted days or weeks. Andrew's team can stay long-term, work with authorities, and plan controlled scientific drilling. For the first time in Ark research, multiple scientific methods, radar, soil chemistry, structural mapping, all point to something unusual beneath the ground. So what does this discovery mean? For believers, it's deeply emotional. A story they've carried since childhood might actually be real. It makes the world feel more magical, like ancient stories sometimes hide pieces of truth under layers of time. Scientists are fascinated but cautious. They want more measurements, more testing, more fieldwork. Some admit the shape looks surprisingly like an ancient ship outline. Others argue nature can form tricky shapes. But here's the thing, this disagreement fuels curiosity. Researchers want more evidence specifically because the formation doesn't match typical natural patterns in the area. Scholars care about the cultural meaning. Flood stories exist across civilizations, from Mesopotamia to Sumer to early Jewish cultures. Maybe this reminds us that history repeats itself, that stories get passed down and show up in surprising places. Of course, huge controversy surrounds this discovery. Skeptics say it's just a rock formation molded by centuries of soil movement. They point out that wood can't survive thousands of years. They bring up earlier hoaxes and warn about overinterpretation. But supporters point to those radar scans showing straight lines and compartments. They mention chemical differences in the soil. They highlight that the dimensions match biblical descriptions. They're not claiming final proof. They're saying the evidence is too unusual to ignore and deserves serious research. And honestly, the controversy itself is healthy. Scientific progress grows from disagreements that push careful investigation. This discovery has created an unexpected bridge between belief and science, between ancient stories and modern technology. People who normally disagree are suddenly discussing measurements, geology, and ancient civilizations together. Here's the most honest conclusion. This discovery is fascinating, but not fully proven yet. Some details match expectations. Others need more study. There's excitement, but also caution. Hope, but also patience. The truth is being uncovered layer by layer, test by test. Whether this is truly Noah's Ark or an unusual natural formation, it has already changed how we explore history. It's pushed scientists to improve scanning tools, encouraged archaeologists to study overlooked regions, and inspired scholars to revisit ancient stories with fresh curiosity. It reminds us that history isn't settled. The earth still keeps secrets. Sometimes even a simple shape beneath soil can bring people together in wonder and a renewed desire to understand the past. This is science in action. Discovery happening in real time. And we're watching it unfold. So is it Noah's Ark? We don't know yet. Could it be? The evidence suggests something unusual is definitely there. What we do know is this: whether you're a believer or skeptic, this story matters. It shows that ancient mysteries still exist, that technology keeps revealing secrets, and that people can come together to explore something bigger than themselves. Maybe, just maybe, buried under those mountains in Turkey, there's a piece of history waiting to rewrite everything we thought we knew.